Welcome to Moments in Credit Union History, sponsored by CUNA Mutual Group. Today, I'm pleased to welcome Dick Ensweiler to the show. Dick is a self-proclaimed credit union enthusiast who spent his entire 53-year professional career in the credit union movement. Dick started his career at the Harley-Davidson Credit Union. He spent time at the Minnesota League, the Illinois League, and is most recently retired as the CEO of the Cornerstone Credit Union League, which covers Texas, Arkansas, and Oklahoma. Dick has served as chairman of CU Partner Link, Credit Union House, U.S. Central Credit Union, the American Association of Credit Union Leagues, League InfoSite, and Co-op Shared Service Center. From 2003 to 2005, Dick was the chairman of CUNA Board of Directors. In 2010, Dick received the Herb Wegner Award for Lifetime Achievement. He has also received the World Council Award for Ambassador. Dick was inducted into the Illinois League Hall of Fame in 2007, and in 2017, Cornerstone inducted him into their Hall of Fame. He is a part of the Hall of Leaders at Credit Union House and has received a presentation for leadership and vision from the network of Latino credit unions and professionals. Among all of those things, Dick is also the longest-serving credit union director at the America's Credit Union Museum. We are pleased to welcome Dick to our show. There is no better cheerleader for both the movement and the museum. Welcome, Dick.
Thank you, and what an honor to have an opportunity to tell my stories, and I have so many of them.
I'm sure you have quite a few, but let's start at the beginning. Tell me about your very first day in the credit union movement.
Good. So I was a college student finishing my freshman year. I needed a job. I saw an ad in the paper that said that State Central Credit Union needed a teller, so I applied, and I got the job. And went really well, and at the end of the summer, I told the boss I'm leaving now and going back to college. He kind of looked at me and didn't realize I thought it was just a summer job. He said, we really like what we saw. Tell you this, we need guys like you in the credit union movement. So when you finish college and you finish your military career obligation, then come on back. We're going to have a job for you. And so I did. I got my degree, went in the National Guard, and in February of 64, I came back to State Central Credit Union and said, I've taken you up on the, here, boss, here I am, I'm ready to go to work. And he looked around, he said, you see those three guys over in the corner? And I said, yeah. He said, they're all ahead of you, and you aren't going to pass them up. So he said, but we want you in this business, so here's the deal. I will make you the first and only and ever management trainee. You've got 24 months to learn everything we do, and then you're out of here. You got to find your own job. So I said, that's a deal. So I did. So I became a teller again. Then they put me in collections, and then they put me in lending. I did the accounting for a while. And it was also before there were corporate credit unions, it was a central credit union. So it also did a little borrowing and took savings of credit unions. So I learned all of that. It was a great education. After 18 months, there was a job in that same hometown of mine, Milwaukee, opened up, Harley-Davidson Credit Union. And they said, we need applicants. I applied. I guess I was cheapest because I got the job. Well, first day I went to the plant and said, and by the way, I had been interviewed in a hotel room, so I'd never seen the credit union. Bad mistake. I went to the company that day and in front to Harley-Davidson. I said, I'm the new treasury manager of the credit union. Can you show me the credit union? So they said, sure, come with me. So we went down the stairs into the plant. I'm starting to head out the back door. I said, well, where's the credit union? They said, we're almost there. So outside the back door and before you got to the final back door, there was a vestibule. And that vestibule had, as you look to the left, an old guardhouse. And it was a 10 by 10 foot room with a glass window with a slot you could pass your badge to show that you were an employee of Harley-Davidson when you came in. Well, that was now the credit union, 10 by 10. So I went in and about 7 in the morning, and the part-time help, that was all it was there. And we talked a little bit and got introduced to everything. And about 8 o'clock, this sudden rumbling started, and it kept going on and on and on. It wouldn't stop. I finally said to this girl, I said, what is that noise? She said, well, let me tell you about Harley-Davidson. No motorcycle you buy from Harley-Davidson hasn't been tested. So there are guys that take motorcycles out every day and take them for a 10-mile run just to make sure they run okay. I said, where do I apply for that job? I love that idea. I'd been motorcycles by that time all through high school and college. Anyway, so she said that that's 1 out of 5. 4 out of 5, they in the plant, they take the frame, they mount the engine, put in some gas and oil, and they start them up. And there's 4 stands immediately below this credit union starting up motorcycles all day long. And they run them for a minute or two to make sure it all works. And it never quit. So I finally wondered why we had a telephone, because you couldn't hear anything. And after about 3 or 4 months of that, I said to the board, this doesn't work. And besides, I'm spending part of my time at the other plant, which is about 10 miles away, and it's a newer, bigger plant. I said, we need to get a different office. And so I finally persuaded them we needed an office halfway in between. So that was my initial start. It was an interesting time. There were no computers. There were no bookkeeping machines. Everything was done by hand. And the members had passbooks. And they would come in once every 2 or 3 months and say, please catch this up. And you'd have to go back through all the payroll sheets and see all the deposits they made every Friday, and then all the withdrawals they had, and you catch it all up. And we did that. We spent an inordinate amount of time doing that. But it was a great education, because I'd get there, especially this central office, we'd get there in the morning, do the books. During the day, I'd be available for the members, waiting on the counter, to making loans. And in the evening, I'd have to collect those loans I made. And so I learned all aspects, and it was, as a 1.5 person show, I learned a lot about the inner workings of a credit union. It was a great experience.
Full disclosure, I have heard that story multiple times. I love that story, and I asked you to tell that story because, to me, Dick, you are certainly an icon of the credit union movement and have many prestigious accolades, and it's very grounding to realize that your start in the movement started like so many other people. So thank you for sharing that with us.